How you doing, everybody? My name is Kinesis, and welcome back to Dream Daddy. Joining me today, as always, is Carly.
Hi, guys.
Carly just got her hair dyed today, and it looks amazing!
Like 2 hours ago. So, yeah. Very fresh.
I love it so much. I'm very excited. All right, so today, we're going to be continuing our story. We're going to be going to Dad Book.
I feel like because I've got this totally just punk hair now, we need to do Damien.
Yep.
We finished, correct? Yeah.
How do I go back?
Hit back.
Oh, there it is. God, it's hard to see.
Uh.
All right, so we've got these gentlemen done. We've got this gentleman done. Who did we say we were going to do today? Damien? You good?
Yeah, my contact was just being stupid. Sorry. Yeah, Damien. Let's do Damien.
All right, we're going to start Damien arc. Damien Blood March. How do you do? I finally decided to join this information superhighway. I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I'll try my best to understand. I love long strolls through graveyards and spending time with my son. If you would ever like to chat about the latest in Victorian fashion, the inevitability of our own demise, or black cats, please send me a letter.
We have a black and brown and grayish cat.
On a Friday night, he is most likely to listen to true crime podcasts while he taxidermy his newest specimens. He would take a coffin to a desert island, pronouncing bosom correctly. A bat for an art house horror. It's night. We're at an industrial dark wave club in Berlin. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Mortality salience. This is going to be an interesting experience.
It's going to be a very interesting experience.
Alright. Oi. Smile as often as you can. It will make others around you feel more comfortable. Is that working? Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but... oh. Okay, guys. I'm getting over a virus. So I'm probably not going to be able to do any voices today.
I can overcompensate and do all of the voices, if you'd like.
I'll manage. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's Dad Book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing.
Oh god.
And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, okay.
Marley, I must confess, my excitement to be receiving your kind letter for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in as gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. I have to channel my inner Lord Byron.
Oh, whoa, there's more.
I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden. Should it please you, till then, adieu. Yours, humbled, D. Bloodmark.
I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda. Can you help me with something?
Dad, for the last time, I am not popping your back pimples.
But come on! No. Can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand net speak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now?
Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad? Kids got over saying LOL and LMAO or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s.
So what do I do?
Where's your pen and quill?
What?
Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball?
Okay, now I know you're messing with me.
Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or...
So you read Pride and Prejudice for school
I knew
one time.
I knew they were going to
and now you're
Pride
reciting
and Prejudice.
things you know about it back to me, aren't
Pride
you?
and Prejudice is my favorite novel, and the 2005 version of the movie is one of my favorite movies.
For those of you who don't measure movies by the year they came out, that's the one with Keira Knightley.
Yeah. Like the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie. Still, gotta be, though.
Great. So what do I say to Damien?
I got this.
Oh god. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards, Marley. Amanda hits send and smiles at me. Well, I suppose that's that.
That's really cute.
Oh god. I made the short walk over to Damien's house.
I was trying not to mess up my lipstick. I'm wearing lipstick, guys. I was really excited about the pink.
You look really cute.
Thank you.
I guess you can't really call it a house. Is it more of a manor? Estate? The Gothic architecture looms above other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. Pardon me? I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. Ellipsis. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oiled portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Hello. Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring right at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? There's actually a reason that it looks like old paintings are staring at you. It was the painting technique of the painters that the way they would angle the eyes so precisely so that it looks like they were just following you. You can do it with photography as well, but all the subjects have to be staring directly at the lens of the camera for it to work. And then like with a slight tilt, it kind of looks like that. It also has a little bit to do with the way light reflects off of the paint and layers of painting, but it really just comes down to the precision of where the pupil is to make creepy paintings look creepier. Little fun fact for you.
Another fun fact. The Mona Lisa doesn't have eyebrows.
And welcome back from checking that out. Because I know you went to Google that. I know you did. Don't lie.
Marley, pleasure to have you in my home.
I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Ah! What's with the door slamming shut?
Oh, sorry, there was a draft.
And the door creaking open when I knocked?
I figured out a voice for him.
Mm.
Snape from a Harry Potter musical. Potter!
Potter!
I accidentally left the door unlocked.
Do you have to do a chin thing?
Yes, I cannot do this voice without the chin thing.
And the creepy oil
My
paintings?
wiener! I like oil paintings.
Right.
Right. Please, let me show you around.
Oh my god, he smiles!
He's so cute.
He's so charming. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I have been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities.
You said it right the first time.
I know, but I had to say it the second time to make it sound right. Of any modern dwelling. Potter.
We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster.
That's his little shit.
Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era?
That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see.
We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
And this is the library.
Oh, it looks awesome!
I like the butterflies.
But they're real butterflies, so it's
Yeah.
a little more disturbing. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. What are we gonna do? Look at the window.
Yeah, look out the window.
I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the beautiful cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see beautiful Craig on his lawn. He's doing beautiful push-ups with his beautiful daughters on his beautiful back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn!
Did you know the Victorians spent at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of the full-length windows?
Wait, really?
No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke.
Oh!
If you don't use that face photoshopped onto Snape's for the thing, I'm gonna
Thumbnail.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really upset.
Which one? My face or your face?
This face.
Okay.
Look at the butterflies.
I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs.
I pin them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometimes. A poke poke.
I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger.
Ah, the pinner's gambit.
Is that a thing?
No. I like him a lot.
I really like it, actually. Let's pick up a book.
You know, Molly, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought that the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school.
And nowadays, the distraction is bra straps and exposed shoulders.
Bam!
Babe, I can't focus!
There's both of them. My eyes are up here!
Sorry.
My boot. This isn't even gonna be on camera.
Yeah, the whole thing, all what you're seeing there on the view, that's gonna all be on camera. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants.
Oh my.
Okay, I think that's enough.
Why do you have...
Why do you have printed, book-bound Naruto Sasuke fanfic?
Why don't you? Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back onto the shelf.
That's a rare book from my private collection.
Is it now?
Please, will you join me for tea?
He's straight up a total nerd.
I love him.
He is literally Hot Topic personified.
He is me in middle school.
I follow Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set up out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What?
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact, high refers both to the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. That I actually did know.
I didn't. I learned something today.
High tea is in, like, high noon. Same.
It's high tea.
Yeah. Same.
Matthew
idea.
Mercer, I love you.
My dear friend, we're
Please have me as a
currently
guest on your
enjoying
show.
afternoon tea.
That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. I can't call him a goth.
I like your cape,
I like your
because that's
cape.
what we would both say.
Oh.
It's a cloak, actually. But thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me.
You pull it off quite well.
Oh, thank you.
Regardless of my historical learnings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It has taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself, but I'm very happy with how I dress.
Me too.
I do get some strange looks, yes, by crabby old men in Walmart who think that I'm an annoying youth. But it's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind.
Can I do a little thing first?
Yeah, sure.
So, the pink hair thing, other than being one of those bucket list things, my great-grandmother, who passed away a couple of years ago, she actually had bright pink hair. You know, very, very old woman, bright white hair, and one of her grandchildren was in beauty school and living with her, and yeah, you can figure out how that ended, but she loved it, and that was the first thing that I thought about when I dyed my hair and when my mom saw the picture and everything. So this is yeah, it's a lot. Yay, pink hair is fun. I'm funky and fresh, but also it's a little bit of a tribute. Okay.
It also looks really cute, so, you know, there's that.
I really like it. But yeah, Mama would be proud.
Sorry, I was taking the label off my drink so I don't get any, you know. Oh, wonder what this is. Oh, that's better.
Give us money.
To be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing.
Binders, huh?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
What?
You didn't know?
Oh, Damien's a trans guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Be safe wearing binders.
Yes, please.
Yeah, seriously.
Especially it being summer, like, please be careful, okay, guys? We love you.
Yes. Be safe. Do proper research on your binders. Don't make sure your size is appropriate, and just understand what it's going to do, because it doesn't just flatten you. It breaks the tissue down and makes you all
Anyway.
Sorry. That started well. Wait, you wear top hats?
Huh.
Because that would be my first question. Like, top hats? Can I see?
You don't?
What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Well, when I was a young boy, my father...
Did he take you into the city? When I was
a young boy,
my
father
took
me into the city
to see a marching band.
Boom, 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 boom. Sorry.
Did you guys see a marching band?
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You're serious?
Of course.
But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously?
I'd love to see a marching band.
I mean, so would I, but...
Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to... Could not fight that one. To be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think.
Why not go all the way?
I like not dying when I catch a cold.
He takes a sip of tea.
I can acknowledge that there were many terrible, very terrible things about the Victorian era, and try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same, and I totally didn't look at the screen when I did this, so... yeah. Tell me, Molly, do you have any hobbies?
Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff.
Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and, quite honestly, rather attractive.
Oh.
Please, do tell me about your hobbies.
Quick, sound sophisticated. I learned how to juggle once. No, I like watching soap making videos on the internet.
I actually do that. Shut up.
Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that the people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I tried making some with Amanda once, so we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Come, I have one more thing to show you.
My tea! Damien takes me around the back of his home, where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it that butterflies flit.
My garden.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's beautiful and squiggly in this exact area.
I'm loving this art style.
Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously.
Very seriously. Certain flowers were basically...
Cool, babe.
You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relations in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings.
So that was their version of instant messaging? The flowers were their versions of emojis? Is that what I'm supposed to get here?
Basically, it was like a secret code.
That's so cool.
Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plant it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message.
It's literally emojis. Because if you send the grapefruit with
the eggplant.
if you send the eggplant with a peach, you know what that means. If you send the eggplant with pizza, you're probably hungry? I don't know. I was going somewhere with that. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine.
Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means?
Thou art my loins are ablaze. Yes.
3 cheers for sweet revenge.
I like both.
My loins are ablaze. No?
No. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. I was right.
Well.
And that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower?
Actually, out of these, snapdragons.
Because they're cute. Again, you can do that thing where you squeeze them and it looks like they're talking.
What a lovely choice. I have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you.
Aww, that's cute.
I like him.
You put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I follow Damien down the footpath and admire more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings.
Oh, Molly, will you excuse me? I must take this.
Is that seriously your ringtone, man? He pulls a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died.
Sad.
Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh, no, not just a gargoyle!
Oh, no.
Ah!
Oh, fuck me, man.
Yeah. Drop it.
No.
Ah!
The fuck?
It was backwards. Go back to the other piece.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah. Shit.
It literally doesn't go in any of these ways.
Drop. What? Piss.
I don't think... Oh!
Oh, fuck. Try it like that. Oh, goodness gracious. That was almost bad. Woo!
Our secret. Ah, I didn't know there would be a minigame. I was so not ready for that. There were no minigames in Craig.
No, there weren't.
Whew, that was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset.
Ah,
Fuck you!
Molly, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave.
No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat in his fingers and looks away.
Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucian.
What's wrong?
He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste.
Do you need help?
Oh, no, you don't have to.
Let me come with you! Us dads gotta stick together!
You're right. This is one of Lucian's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. So cute. I really like him.
I like
man.
him already.
He's really sweet.
He's adorable.
He's very sincere. And I thought he was gonna be like really extra in the gross way, but he's extra in the good way, and I love it.
Let's go!
hmm.
Damien and I
Oh,
walk
it's
into the
Hugo.
school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo.
Hey, Damien, you're here in record time.
Oh yeah, he sounds depressed.
I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend.
Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo.
What is it this time?
Oh.
This, Damien, you have to see to believe.
Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I wonder, vaguely, if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness.
Hugo is Eeyore. That's the voice I have to do for Hugo.
That's what you've been doing.
Yeah, but like,
Watch your step.
but I kept flip-flopping because I hadn't, in my head, figured out what
I
it
can
was.
hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Oh god, it's these two. We find another teacher in a boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucian and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucian has a bloody nose. Were they trying to do a fight club? Are they doing a fight club?
Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this.
I look around the scene of the crime and I see a bunch of bricks and some masonry
They are
tools scattered around.
remaking the cask of Amontillado.
What?
Just keep going. That's my theory.
What happened here?
Oh, was this me?
I think so.
Ernest punched me.
Lucian tried to kill me.
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen.
The cask of Amontillado.
What?
You should look it up.
Right now?
It's a I believe that one is a Poe short story.
Okay, I haven't read that one. Anyway.
You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me.
Sorry, that's one of my favorites. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Fucking...
Wait a second. Lucian, did you try to cask of Amontillado, Ernest?
I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's a cask of Amontillado?
It's a
Sorry.
It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lowers him down to the cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. It's really good.
So, wait, Lucian, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here, that Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized I had lied about the wine.
And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of also tipped me off.
I fucking hate his acne and, like, half-assed mustache. Like, I fucking hate that, because that's exactly how I looked in fucking middle school.
Ernest, 20 minutes. Dad?
Whoa.
It took you 20 minutes. Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucian was leading you into an elaborate ruse. Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie.
Whoa. It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to date Hugo.
Yeah, you're right. I paid Lucian to read it for me.
Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here.
Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You are both suspended for a week.
Ernest and Lucian, high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs.
Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmark, you too.
Thank you for your mediation.
We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucian, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucian immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again.
I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I do care about you, and I can see that you're struggling. So if you decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend the next week looking for a summer job. I know how much you want your own car.
I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard.
I love you, son.
Lucian continues staring out the window. Love you too. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucian hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside.
I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out.
It's alright, and all things considered, Lucian's bricklaying was pretty good, so there's your silver lining.
There's that, yes.
I really admired how you handled
That was hired really well. Hired. You're hired. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I could have been.
I just wanted what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do any of us any favors.
It rarely does. You're a good dad.
Oh!
Kumquats!
No,
See you
that's a
around
different
soon.
fruit!
It would be my honor and my pleasure.
Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her.
Yo.
What you watching?
Tiny House Hunting Brothers, Extreme Edition.
Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling.
I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bedroom.
But honey, our house is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad.
I'm not moving outside, Greg!
Why don't they just get a regular-sized house?
I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go?
It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucian since he tried to...
He lured Ernest down into the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to brick him into the wall, right?
How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me?
Lucian live streamed the entire thing.
This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
I dig his style.
You know what? Me too. That was a good date.
We're not gonna get an S on this one.
That was a phenomenal date.
Ooh. An A is still acceptable.
Yeah, an A's still good.
A for acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, I'm gonna try that again. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go kick
Tomorrow's butt.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please go kick tomorrow's butt, because if you don't, it's gonna kick yours, then I'm gonna lose my mind. Thank you, Carly, for joining me.
Huh?